All right, it's time to put together my latest commentary video. So first, let me share this out and everything before I start. Oops. Before I get to work. Favorites, commentary prep, playlists. There. This is a.life. Share my Gab. MeWe. And on Telegram. Let me find Telegram quick. There. And now, let's see. First I'll set my banner. Spoilers for Noah. 124 Noah commentary video. Show that. There we go. And yeah, I think now I can share my screen. Let's see, I got the slides open up already. So now I gotta open up Video Pad. So this will be, okay, first I have to save this as PDF files. Oh no, actually JPEGs. I think those are smaller. All slides. Done. If I have time later on today, I will do another stream for working on my next commentary. But I have to pay some more bills after this stream, so we'll see how that goes. My kids have a choir concert tonight, so I have to be done before that. Save this as... Save that. And I'll add the audio. Actually, where do I have this here? Audio files. I think I have to do this. There we go. Now there was a few, at least one point where it got kind of messed up. The slides are going funny. They're like advancing, so I had to fix that. I'll have to see if I might have to edit that out of the audio if they hadn't already. Okay, I think that sounds all right so far. Actually, maybe I'll amplify it a little bit. It sounds like there was a little bit of an error. I think I had to show both the slides at the beginning too. So first, let me cut that down a little bit. I can take out the good morning too, so I'll cut that out. Let's see how this sounds. Am I sharing the audio? I think I am. Well, if anyone watches, I know. I could just put. I can test it. Nope, I'm not sharing the audio. So let me try this over again. Share screen. No, okay. So yeah, sharing. Okay, when I was sharing just the tab, it had auto turn on. But then if I share the whole screen, I have to intentionally turn it on. There. So now I should be able to hear it. Well, maybe I should test it again. Intentionally turn it on. My name is Henry Thrun, and this week's Torah portion is Noah, often translated as Noah in English Bibles. My name it includes the famous account week's Torah portion. Okay, there it goes. So you don't want to clip a little more from the beginning here? My name is Henry. Yeah, I think I'll, because I got their reply there, I'll cut that out too. My name is Henry Thrun, and this. How's that sound? My name is Henry Thrun. That sounds. It's probably best I'll be able to do. I'll put this in. My name is Henry Thrun, and this week's Torah portion is Noach. Let me cut this down too. Let's see. Seeing where I have to end it at there. My name is Henry Thrun, and this week's Torah portion is Noach, often translated as Noah in English Bibles. It includes the famous account of when God flooded the world. Flooded the world. Oh, I got to do my fades too. God flooded the world. He commanded Noah to build an ark to preserve life during the flood. Oh, no. Genesis 6:19. And of every living. Move that down a little bit. Build an ark to preserve life during the flood. During the flood. Genesis 6:19, and of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, of the birds after their kind, of animals after their kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind. 2 of every kind will come to you to keep them alive. So here God commanded Noah to bring 2 of every kind of animal on the ark. Also, okay, yeah, so about here. We want that. Every kind of animal on the ark. Also, in Genesis 7:2, we read, "You shall take with you 7 each of every clean animal, a male and his female, 2 each of animals that are unclean, a male and his female, also 7 each of birds of the air, male and female, to keep the species alive on the face of all the earth." And it wasn't just 2 of every kind of animal. Noah had to bring 7 of every kind of clean animal and bird. And there's debate whether this verse is saying 7 total of each kind of clean animal or 7 pairs of each kind of clean animal, which would be 14 of each kind of clean animal. How many is that? Well, according to Wikipedia, how many is that? Well, according to Wikipedia, over 1.5 million living animal species have been described, of which around 1.05 million are insects, over 85,000 are mollusks, and around 65,000 are vertebrates. It has been estimated there are, especially the 1997 study by Woodmore. His name will come up again. Vertebrates. There we go. It has been estimated there are as many as 7.77 million animal species on Earth. With 2 of each kind, that would give us from over 3 million to over 15 million animals that Noah had to bring. Given this, a question I've often heard is, how did all the animals fit on Noah's Ark? Come up again in this comment. 15 million animals that Noah had to bring. Audio selected there. Given this, a question I've often heard is, how did all the animals fit on Noah's Ark? To answer this question, I'm going to read from an article by this name that Creation Ministries International has on their website. Ministries International has on their website. That article references these previous studies, especially the 1997 study by Woodmore. His name will come up again in this commentary. His name will come up again in this commentary. The article breaks up the question of how the animals fit in the ark into 2 sub-questions. 1, how many types of animals did Noah need to take actually? And 2, was the ark's volume large enough to carry all the necessary types?
carry all the necessary types. First, how many types of animals did Noah need to take? The article examines the list from the Bible we read earlier that consists of birds, animals, and creeping things. Of birds, animals, and creeping things. In the original Hebrew, the word variously translated as animal, beast, or cattle in these passages is the same, behema, and it refers to land vertebrate animals in general. And vertebrates are animals with backbones.
Yeah, a lot of slides in this one.
Vertebrates are animals with backbones. The word for creeping things is remes, which has a number of different meanings in Scripture, but here it probably refers to reptiles and amphibians. Refers to reptiles and amphibians. Noah did not need to take sea creatures like fish because they would not necessarily be threatened with extinction by a flood.
A lot of these have very little reading aside from what's actually on the slide. Still flipping back and forth just to check.
Necessarily be threatened with extinction by a flood. And Noah did not need to take plants either. Many could have survived as seeds, and others could have survived on floating mats of tangled vegetation, as seen today after severe storms. The article then references Genesis 7. Storms. The article then references Genesis 7, verse 22. All in whose nostrils was the breath of the spirit of life, all that was on the dry land died.
Oops.
Died. According to Genesis 7:22, the flood wiped out all land animals that breathed through nostrils, except those on the ark. Insects do not breathe through nostrils, but through tiny pores, trachea, in their exterior skeleton or shell. In their exterior skeleton or shell. God instructed Noah to take 7 pairs of all clean animals, the male and its mate, and a pair of the animals that are not clean, the male and its mate, as we read in Genesis 7:2. Actually, Leviticus 11 and Deuteronomy 14 list very few clean land animals, so the vast majority of animals were not classed as clean and would have been represented by only a pair.
Oops. Too far. Let's scroll up here, get some more slides on screen.
Represented by only a pair. Now, Genesis 6:20, which we read at the beginning of this commentary, used the term kind to categorize the animals that would be taken on the ark. But what exactly is a kind? The next couple of slides are going to use some terms that are often used in categorizing animals. Mainly the bottom three here. We have family, then genus, or in the plural it's genera, and at the bottom species. As you can see, the family is the bigger grouping of animals, followed by the genus, and then the species being the most specific categorization. Specific categorization. God created a number of different types of animals with much capacity for variation within limits. The descendants of each of these different kinds, apart from humans, would today mostly be represented by a larger grouping than what is called a species. So this is pretty much saying what the Bible calls a kind of animal differs from what we call species today. It would be higher up on this ranking system.
Ranking probably isn't the best word. It's not. It's like a classification system. But oh well.
Higher up on this ranking system. Identifying the kind with the genus is also consistent with Scripture, which spoke of kinds in a way that the Israelites could easily recognize without the need for tests of reproductive isolation. So this is saying the kinds mentioned in the Bible were visually apparent and easy to differentiate. So when people usually think of bringing two of every kind of animal, they think of two of every species. The article is saying, however, that it was higher up than that, like two of every genera or family.
This one's kind of fun to do because it like gave a lot of information outside of from extra biblical information, which I don't get to do that often. Most of them will have like a lot. It's kind of like when I did my one about software engineering. Most will have mainly Bible, like this one and that one. They had mainly few Bible verses, and most of the information
Than
was
that, like
from
two
outside
of
the
every
Bible.
genera or family. For example, horses, zebras, and donkeys are probably descended from an equine or horse-like kind, since they can interbreed, although the offspring are largely sterile. So instead of taking two horses, two zebras, and two donkeys, Noah would have only taken two of their common ancestor. Taken two of their common ancestor. Dogs, wolves, coyotes, and jackals are probably from a common canine or dog-like kind. So instead of bringing two dogs, two wolves, two coyotes, and two jackals, Noah would have brought just two of their common ancestor. have brought just two of their common ancestor. All different types of domestic cattle, which are clean animals, are descended from the aurochs. So there were probably at most 7 pairs of domestic cattle aboard. The aurochs itself may have been descended from a cattle kind that also gave rise to bison and water buffaloes. Bison and water buffaloes. We know that tigers and lions can produce hybrids called tigans and ligers. So it is likely that they are descended
Oh, here, I gotta watch
from
this again.
tigers and lions.
See if I've read this right. So I was wondering if I misspoke. And that's why I got some chuckles from the audience.
Buffaloes. We know that tigers and lions can produce hybrids called tigans and ligers. So it is likely that they are descended from the same original kind.
Let's see what's less.
Now, just to clarify, this isn't evolution. Offspring from within a family would still be members of that family. 2 mammals wouldn't eventually lead to 2 reptiles, for example. Now, just needing to take 1 or 7 pairs of each genera is a lot less than taking 1 or 7 pairs of every species. Less than taking 1 or 7 pairs of every species. Woodmorop tallied up about 8,000 genera, including extinct genera. Thus, about 16,000 individual animals had to be aboard. So Woodmorop concluded that what the Bible considers kinds of animals are far less than the 7.77 million species Wikipedia suggests. Million species, Wikipedia suggests. The Bible does not say that the animals had to be fully grown. The largest animals were probably represented by teenage or even younger specimens. Or even younger specimens. It may seem surprising, but the median size of all animals on the ark would most likely have been that of a small rat, according to Woodmorop's up-to-date tabulations, while only about 11% would have been much larger than a sheep. And that brings us to our second sub-question.
I would have liked to have actually gone through all the calculations, try to work out I suppose I would have had to get his with a Woodmorop article to do it. And I did some of the arc size calculations. I did work out a little bit on my own, but with the time limit, I wanted to get the most pertinent information that people would appreciate.
And that brings us to our second sub-question. Was the ark large enough to carry all the necessary types? Genesis 6:15, and this is the necessary types. Genesis 6:15. And this is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. And its height 30 cubits. The ark measured 300 by 50 by 30 cubits, which is about 450 by 75 by 45 feet. So its volume was 1.52 million cubic feet. And here's a pic I found online comparing the ark's dimensions to an American football field. To an American football field. To put this in perspective, this is the equivalent volume of 522 standard railroad stock cars, each of which can hold 240 sheep. So based on my math, this is going with the railroad stock car size of about 2,900 cubic feet. Stock car size of about 2,900 cubic feet. If the animals were kept in cages with an average size, some would be much bigger, others smaller, of 20 by 20 by 12 inches, that is 4,800 cubic inches, the 16,000 animals would only need 42,000 cubic feet or 14.4 stock cars. Even if 1 million insect species had to be on board as well, it would not be a problem because they require little space. If each pair was kept in cages of 4 inches per side, or 64 cubic inches, all the insect species would need a total volume of only about 37,000 cubic feet, or about another 12 cars. $37,000 cubic feet, or about another 12 cars. So this would leave room for 5 trains of 99 cars each for food, Noah's family, range for the animals, and airspace. However, insects are not included in the meaning of behemoth or ramus, so Noah probably did not have to take them on board as passengers anyway. He did not have to take them on board as passengers anyway. The ark would probably have carried compressed and dried foodstuffs and a lot of concentrated food. Perhaps Noah fed the cattle mainly on grain plus some hay for fiber. Woodmorap calculated that the volume of foodstuffs would have been only about 15% of the ark's total volume. Drinking water would have taken up less than 10% of the volume. This volume would be reduced further if rainwater were collected and channeled into troughs.
Then we come to the last slide. I think they cut out the part where I was having, I think somebody like leaned on a computer or something, and then it starts cycling through all the slides.
if rainwater were collected and channeled into troughs. I put together this pie chart quick, demonstrating the calculations from the last couple slides. The chart represents the total volume of the ark. The brown represents the 16,000 animals. The dark blue represents the million insects. The green represents the food, and the light blue represents drinking water. As you can see, these calculations indicate the vast majority of the ark would have been available for other storage and open space. Now, I recommend creation.com and Answers in Genesis as a couple sources to study this further. Skepticism about the flood and Noah's Ark have often been used to question the validity of the Bible. I hope this commentary helped demonstrate that we can trust the scripture even all the way back to its first book. Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, now it's time to export it. So that, oh, I probably can do it either way. Export the video file. Put it in the same. Wait. Put it in there with the rest of the Noah folder. So while that's processing, I'm going to run to the bathroom quick. Okay, let's see how it sounds. How it looks and sounds so far. Or just real quick.
My name is Henry Thrun, and this week's Torah portion is Noach, often translated as Noah in English Bibles. It includes the famous account of when God flooded the world. He commanded Noah to build an ark to preserve life during the flood. Genesis 6:19, and of every living take with you 7 each of every 14 of each kind of clean animal. Over 15 million animals that Noah had to bring. Given this, a question I've often heard is, how did all the animals, what types of animals did Noah need to take actually? And 2, what invertebrates are animals with backbones? The word for skepticism about the flood and Noah's Ark have often been used to question the validity of the Bible. I hope this commentary helped demonstrate that we can trust the scripture even all the way back to its first book. Shabbat Shalom.
Cool. All right, I can close this up. Sure, I'll save it. And then I'll stop the sharing. Now I can post it on YouTube. First I want to I'll unshare now just in case of what might come up. Here, let's check this out. Got this is Mike
You
S.
see Japanese people,
He's doing one of his
and you think, "Oh my gosh, they are so white."
cross
Right?
examinations.
But like the Japanese farmers,
And so he's like
they brown
everyone
like
hasn't seen
Mexicans,
him before. He's like a
right?
comic
They're
artist,
brown,
and he's a
and
Christian.
it's all the same
so he's
genetic
does
pool.
some
It's
Bible
just
videos.
they work
Yeah,
in the sun their entire lives. So they dark. Their babies aren't dark. Their babies come out white, and then they work them in the sun their whole life, and then they dark. So it's
Talk
like
about melanin now.
that's why in Asian culture, it's probably Korea and China. I know it's Japan, but it's probably Korea and China too. The whiter you were, it was a sign of wealth. White and fat, because if you're fat, it showed that you could afford to overeat. And then if you were white, it showed that you did not have to work
Tina?
as a peasant. Only the peasants, the farmers, were dark.
Oops. Hi, Arlene.
Because they had to work in the sun. It wasn't racism. It was skinism. But they looked down. The elite and effete looked down on the darker skinned population because they knew that meant your station in life. It was like wearing a badge. I freaking bust my butt for a living. Mike, I took a pic in Discord to show you what I'm working with here. Well, I'm on the phone. I'm not going to the Discord. I understand why some people have a separate science and faith. God is why, and science is how. The nuts and bolts of the universe. That is correct, John.
I think like creation,
I'm
like where
almost the same shade as my sock.
people came from.
What color socks do you wear?
Like the video I was working on.
I know my brother. He's been living in Portland for decades now. He always wears socks, so it's like he takes his socks off, and it looks like he's still wearing socks. Because he tans like I do, but not his feet. I wear flip flops. I'd show my feet to you guys, but then I'd get a bunch of foot fetish weirdos rolling in here. All right, so that's what's going on. Let's see. We're still living in a glorious, glorious America. One where, yes, Russia. Was that breaking news yesterday on the video where Putin said he will not abandon the U.S. dollar? More winning. Bitcoin hit $77,000 a little while ago, so we are still new all-time highs every single day.
Maybe I'll just keep.
Let's go. I went to a meeting last night.
Keep listening
while on my Twitter. You can see that I was there with
put the video on.
Well, first Shiptoshi
on my channel.
Some of the devs, and then Tina, Aaron from Altcoin Daily, and Wendy O from the Wendy O Show. So Altcoin Daily, for those of you who don't know, he's the
maybe I'll come back after.
It's Aaron and his brother. They're twins. But they're the #1 digital crypto channel now. So yeah.
Let's see, can I? I think I've shared my channel before. I think I can share from here and everything will be all right. Oops. Yeah, so here's my channel. Those who, if you're new, please like and subscribe. And check out my Bible commentary videos. That's what I mainly do this channel for. I've got both of these sections are the Bible commentary videos, and then I just do a reading of the Bible just to build up just to make more content. And because it's important, hopefully encourage other people to do this, do likewise. Let's see. Here's the one. All right, and then yeah, I'll open up one of my previous videos and use that as a guide.
Community.
And here's the last one I put up.
Deuteronomy 14:1. You are the children of the Lord your God. You shall not cut yourselves nor shave the front of your head for the dead. It looks like the Torah.
Let's pause that. For this title, I'm going to use the same as on the slide. How did all the animals fit on Noah's Ark? And then I'm going to copy these sections for here. And there. Commentary on the 2024 Noah Torah portion. Let's see, Bible verses covered. It'd be easier to do this way, next to each other. Grab it. Here, I think this would be easier. There. Let's see, and then I use a lot of links for this one. Or like a lot of other sources. Okay, so we got Genesis 6:19 through 20. Oops. I didn't reference any other videos in this one, which is, oops, can't hit save there. Which is a bit out of the norm for me. I cited Wikipedia. And I cited the creation.com article. Oh, and then I'll put the sources for the pictures. The ones I remember to include. Okay, now these are the ones cited by the article, so I think I can just leave that there. There's another picture. Well, most of these are going to be pictures. The picture links. Because most of the sources are just from the creation.com article. I got Genesis 722. Normally I'll wait until after I got everything done before I add pictures, but this one I thought they'd be pretty helpful. My wife is on a trip and she's sending some pictures. Let's see. Did I get this one? Infographic final. Yep. I use that one several times. Oh, Genesis 6:15. Then I made that one. So that should be it. Thumbnail. I'll use the title one there. Playlists, favorites, Bible Christian commentaries, and apologetics. I wish there was a way to order maybe there is, I don't know, a way to order the playlists, whether you want to go from newest to oldest or vice versa. I think with this one, I have to drag it all the way up. Yeah, I think those are the ones that I want to put this one in. No paid promotions. Allow that. Allow automatic. Oh, here, I'll copy the tags from this one. Edit them. Or maybe I won't need to. No, actually, a lot of these probably would be good. Bubble tool. Let me just start putting some. Oh yeah, which one? Let's see. Which ones will I? Yeah, I'll do it quicker. These have nothing to do with this one. I'll leave those ones in for now. Yeah, we don't talk about Exodus. Actually, don't talk. I should probably take that one out. Pharaoh, dream, hide. People, tower, battle, time. Do we talk about Genesis for sure? Holy Spirit, I'll lead the Lord, Christians, Jew, Israel. Moses wrote it, so I'll leave that. I think I might take out Son, Father. Let's see. So we have Noah. We got Genesis already. Put an ark, flood, global. It's worldwide, one word. Two, kind, animal, bird. We talk about fish, so I'll put fish in there. I could put male and female. I might have deleted that from before, but let's put vertebrates, insects. Let's put the plural birds and animals, plural kinds. Earth, species. Put creation for creation.com. Oh, I should put like a wood mower up. Some beast, cattle, behemoth, the Hebrew, punch any word I see. Reptiles, amphibians, premise. Put fish already, yeah. Oh yeah, extinction. Plants. Put nostrils and breath. Hopefully these help them come up in the searches. Put trachea, shell, skeleton. Put clean and unclean. Here, now let's put, do I have species already? Yeah, so I can put genus, genera, family, all those order, class, phylum, kingdom, domain. I'll put each one of these. Dogs, wolves, coyotes, jackals. Let's see. I'll work my way from bottom up now. You know, I think I got most of these words already that I want. See, I'll just cattle, buffalo, bison, ox. Oh, now I'm over. Yeah. So that's good. There's plenty. Video language, English, United States. Recording date was Yeah, last Saturday. Video location. Twin Rapids, Minnesota. Did that. Okay, I guess it doesn't put Minnesota on there. Bidding, publish. Sort by. This is for the playlist? Oh, well. Next, subtitles, no. Yes, I want to add an end screen. See, for the playlist, I'll put my apologetics one. For video, I think best of viewer is fine. This one is kind of on its own.
And creation.com and Answers in Genesis as a couple sources to study this further. Skepticism about the flood
Probably
and Noah's
good
Ark
for
have
the-
often been used to question the validity of
The
the
end
Bible.
screen.
I hope this commentary helped demonstrate that we
Because
can trust the scripture
the part
even
before
all
was
the way
talking
back
about-
to its first book. Shabbat Shalom.
Part before it was explaining that. I don't think I have any cards because I didn't talk about any other videos in this one. Copyright checks are good. Visibility, public. Let's publish it. And we'll share it. Share it on Facebook. Maybe I'll stop sharing my screen now in case I share it on some other stuff. Share it on Twitter. Oh yeah, I gotta send it to my wife too. Hashtag ARC. Let's see. Let's see if I can tag Creation Ministries. Is it just CMI? Yeah, oh. Yeah, because I think they're on Twitter. It'd be nice to tag them on it. So this is all the same places I shared this live stream. USA.life, Gab, MeWe. This I'll share, see if I can share in some of the individual groups. Yeah. And I will share it on bring up Telegram again. Share it here. Mhm. There, and oh, did I share the right one? Oh no, maybe I didn't. Let me check my Twitter. No, it was the right link. Okay, that's good. And now I will put it on my backup channel. I'll put on Brighteon. Yeah, Brighteon I don't go to as much. I created this. This is the first video hosting alternative. Well, maybe BitChute I heard of first, but then Brighteon I went to because it was done by what's his name? He's from Natural News, I think is. But and he's posting a lot of stuff I've seen now, like kind of anti-Israeli stuff. So a little concerned about that. But let's see. I add my last one to playlist. I'm not as here now. I think I can share this. I don't spend as much time with stuff on this one as I do on YouTube. Most of this I can copy from here. Add some extra spaces. Oh, I guess it's not too bad. Keywords. They're more, they don't allow as many. This is a good place to start. Video category. Put religion. Upload the, which one? There it is. Thumbnail. Yeah, no, I have too many. Gotta get rid of some of these words. I think actually a lot of these, I just get rid of all these animals to start with. A lot of these I can get rid of. I will keep family, genera, or here, skeleton, shell, trachea, breath, nostrils, plants, be a good one to get rid of. Ramus. These ones I think I'll keep. Yeah, I'll just get rid of some more of these ones. I think extinction as well. Actually, yeah, cattle. Bees to get rid of those. Doesn't show how many I have now, but vertebrates. 6 birds. Oops. We'll probably get rid of Earth. Female, male, fish. And you could just get rid of kinds. And kind. I got animal and animals, so I'll get rid of animal. Here I could probably get rid of Hebrew. I'll just get rid of reptiles, amphibians, clean, unclean. Oh, I'm pretty close there. I could just get rid of clean and unclean. Is that enough? I'll get rid of both these. There. That should do. Settings and save video. And it's processing. There. Here, maybe I'll go see what Mike's talking about now. See if I can still find it quick. Mm-hmm.
The Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Back, just finish
He
uploading
also
my
that
new
had
video.
received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliveredst me unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained another 2 talents beside them.
His lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou
I did a
hast
commentary
been
on the
faithful over a
talents
few things.
parable
I will
a while
make thee
back.
ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and I went and I hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine
I
own
wonder if I should
with
read like Mike
usury.
when I do my Bible
Interest.
reading.
Interest, folks.
I try to put.
Take therefore the talent from him,
I guess
and give it
I try to
unto
put some
him which
feeling
hath
into it, but I
10
don't
talents. For
like
unto
try
everyone
totally
that
act
hath
it out.
been that
Like if I was in a
hath
play, I would
shall be given.
put a lot
And
more
he
feeling
that
into it.
can't read, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. What am I reading to? Oh, I knew it. That was a news story. All right, I overread. I overread by 1, but it's okay. You know,
You overread.
I always thought a talent was like
Repent.
20 pounds worth of something, because I don't. It's a measure. It is a measure of weight, but my AJ at church, he was saying that a talent is sort of a lifetime's worth of money. I'm gonna grok this because I don't know where he's getting his information, and I did not get my information. I mean, I just got mine over the over the years, so I'm not really sure. You overheard over repent. All right. In ancient Rome,
See, do you
what
have to pay for
would
grok?
be considered
I checked before, and
a
I think you do.
talent of gold?
I mean,
Let's ask that.
I'll just ask Mike.
A talent was a unit of weight used for measuring precious metals, including gold. While the exact weight of a talent could vary by time and region, the most commonly referenced talent in Roman context is the Attic talent. This was a Greek standard, but widely recognized due to the influence of Greek culture on Rome. The Attic talent was approximately 26.2 kilograms. Okay, not pounds, kilograms, or 57.5 pounds of gold. The Roman talent. The Romans used their own system where 1 Roman pound libra was around
It's like others, US
327.44
dollar, and other
grams. The
countries
Roman
have
talent
their own
was
dollars.
usually understood to be
Another
100 Roman
currency.
pounds, which would make it roughly 32.75 kilograms, or 72.2 pounds of gold. That's a lot of gold. This amount of gold would represent an immense fortune, enough to buy a large estates, fund public works, or serve a significant reserve for a city or even a nation's treasury. Wow. All right, so he was saying that it's basically a lifetime's supply of money, which, yeah, is 70 pounds of gold would definitely, even in today's context, right? Let's see how much 72 pounds of gold would be. Let's just do 70 pounds. How much would 70 pounds of gold be in USD today? Why does it do? Wait, ayo.
$2 million.
$2.778 million. So yes, it would be a lifetime supply of money. So that's why it's like the guy who only got one talent, he got a lot. He won the lottery. And what did he do with his lottery winnings? He buried them in the ground, waiting for his master to come back. Not a good use of your blessings. I always say use your time, talent, and treasure. I mean talent like skills and stuff. But that's a treasure part of talent, right? If you can't see that you've been blessed, and I think this is kind of the whole, if you boil down the metaphor here, if you can't use your blessings to bless others, then you're missing the whole.
Oh, yeah, just remember, I
You're
need
missing
to
the whole message
order.
of the scriptures. Love others as you
I need to
love
fix the
yourself,
order
right?
of that one playlist.
Bless others as you've
But
been blessed. The guy with 10 talents returns another 10, or the guy with 5 talents returns
Yeah,
another
to put my latest
2,
video,
2,
the Noah video,
1,
at the top of the
0. And this dude was
Bible
blessed beyond measure.
commentaries.
Literally
playlist.
like winning the lottery. Well, like your rich uncle died and left you $3 million. Are you
Oh,
gonna
here, add
bury
new
it?
videos to the top of
Wait
playlist.
for interest
There.
rates to. Actually, there was no interest rates back then. So
Sid has official series for this playlist. I don't
he
know what
didn't
that
appreciate
means.
the value of what he had
What
been
happens if I
given.
do that?
Exactly. I'm using what little talent I have for my YouTube channel. Me too, except for I'm trying to finish this other job so I can get back to YouTubing regularly. Although that Lara
Let's see what
Croft
happens
video,
now. I'll move this to the top.
my Lara Croft video, let's see if it's still chugging along. It's been doing very well. I wish I had other subjects like Lara Croft that could keep me chugging along. I'm at 11,832 subs now. So
There.
Netflix adaptation. Let's see the analytics here. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's tapering
Okay, so
off a little
hopefully
bit.
from now
but
on, when
man,
I
it's
add
at
a new
24.7
video,
thousand
it'll go
views.
to the top of that playlist.
And still, last 48 hours got 868 views. I can't complain, but I gotta get back to making those videos. And that's not the topic of this show. What is up, Larry Romano in the house? I'm streaming on my channel, right? Streaming? How can you be streaming and watching somebody else's show? What are you doing? Tina says, I have an uncle who still
Go to
buries
my
and hides his money.
channel.
He's anti.
Let's see. I wonder what they look like if you watched.
should make him do a deep
me-
dive on
if you
Bitcoin.
watched me
because
watching
what he's
him.
doing is letting interest burn away all of his value. Oh my gosh, did you hear about this? It was a while ago. Some couple
Can you get
was
into
out
an
on
infinite
a
loop of streams?
trek, like a hike, right? And they saw something glistening in the sun on the side of the path. They go down. Oh, sorry. Gosh. Oh, pause.
DJ has to really.
I'll go look at Henry
Yeah.
Troon's channel.
I will doing something
They
else.
go down, they look, and they're like, scoot away some dirt.
without-
They find like an old tin
Links.
can full, literally full of gold coins from like 1920 or something like that. You know, back when gold coins were only worth $20. They were $20 gold coins. Oh my gosh. That was probably, I mean, gold is significantly heavier than other metals. That was
And
probably, if I had to
infinite
guess, 7
loop.
to 8 pounds
If Mike
worth of gold.
streams
In like-
stream.
Because somebody like your dad, your uncle, grandpa, whatever, your uncle. It was like your uncle burying his gold. Some dude buried it on a freaking walking trail.
I'm like that with money.
And then he died, I guess.
Too worried
Henry, I don't see your channel on here.
to invest. Oh, here.
Is it Corner Fringe Ministries?
No. Just
I was
this.
doing something else and checked out my
Sec.
channel. I wonder if we can get an infinite loop if Mike streams my stream of me streaming him. What's the name of your channel, dude? It's not. YouTube's like that. If
There you
there's
go.
other people named Henry Thrun and they have more. Oh, there we go.
There's an NHL player.
We're streaming the streaming the streaming. I'm gonna mute though.
Oh yeah, what if there's like some feedback or something?
All right, I will show you streaming my stream.
I could check the experiment here.
There you go. For some reason, I'm being EFAP'd by Henry while he watches our show. Hi, Henry. How you doing?
And now, Mike's.
I'm not gonna wait. It's gonna be like 15 seconds for him to answer, and then blah blah blah. So we can't do that. But there's an NHL player named Henry. Yeah, that's who was popping up. Very, very interesting. And now Mike's EFAPing me. I'll make you famous. Everybody go over and Henry, do you have a you can drop your link in there, Henry.
Thank you. I will check.
All right. Let us read the devotional du jour. What was I even just talking about? Gold? Why am I talking about gold? Man, I wish I could stumble on a can of gold coins. That would be so sick. Can you imagine? My dad left me and my brother these 5-pound bars of silver from like the 80s. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but in the 80s, the price of silver was going nutty. Precious metals were going crazy until I can't remember what the event was that just made it all collapse. But it was like screaming up, and then it was my dad said, he's like, I'm selling these when they hit $50 an ounce because they were like 5 pounds, right? That was a significant amount of money in the 80s. And he, I think maybe it hit 50 or it got close. I can't remember what it was, but he's like, I'm going to sell these tomorrow. And then like overnight, the market collapsed on silver. It's like, missed it by that much. And then I inherited it, and I ended up selling it. I think when silver was $19 a pound.
Etc.
Not a pound, an ounce. So it was all right. Finding a can of gold coins, yeah, that would be amazing. I know. Can you imagine if you had like, you know how they have LiDAR now and it can measure? What if you had something like LiDAR on a drone, but it could actually detect gold? And you like zoom it around places and trying to find where people like buried their gold. Like, excuse me, sir, I'm with SDG&E. I have to go in the back and check one of your gas lines. I'll be doing a little bit of digging. Pay no attention to me. That's what pirates did: steal gold coins and bury them in a chest. Like they probably already have some kind of tech like that. Do you think? Do you think? I doubt you could actually.
Might as well cut my stream here.
You live next to an ocean, Mike. There's probably a gold laden shipwreck not far from you. No, we're on the.
Yeah, feel free to
Pacific
go
coast.
check out Mike's video here.
I do have a story called
I'll put his
Kid's Adventure. It's about it's kind of like a
link in the chat.
Goonies treasure hunt sort of a story.
Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please
The family
like,
that goes out and tries
subscribe,
to
and
find
share.
Captain Kidd's lost treasure. I should probably